They're having a great battle, but having said that, it looks like Ethan Lloyd is now looking rather racy in fourth place, trying to find his way past Oakley Riggs in the 31. Alfie Garrett trying to make amends, having dropped down from third into fifth place earlier on in this race, is now trying to take advantage of the two of them in front as they run up towards the last bend. Out they go. Looks like there's a little bit of snap oversteer for Ethan Lloyd in the middle. You may well now find Alfie Garrett parked on the outside. So run down towards Billy's Bend, towards the S's, and Alfie Garrett, not for the first time, using the additional bits of the track on the outside, finding the concrete rumble strip to his liking, although that has dropped him a few kart lengths. He's gone a little bit wide as Ethan Lloyd considers a move down the inside of Oakley Riggs. Thought about it the last couple of laps, but might need to be a little bit more confident going into their final 2 minutes plus 1 lap of this race if he wants to find his way through into third place at that corner, because he's pulling out to go down the inside and then slotting back in. And get the feeling if he can find a way through here, Ethan Lloyd could pull away, because he's showing that he's got the pace. I mean, corner on corner, he's just nudging to try and find a way through. It's not doing any of them any harm as there's some lap traffic in front. This could be Alfie Garrett's opportunity to find a way through, as they're going to get boxed in behind the number 38 of Henry Ward, and across the grass goes Ethan Lloyd. He's going to rejoin, but he'll rejoin at the back of the train. Oakley Riggs has now got some respite in P3, Garrett into P4. Lloyd drops down into P5 after the excursion across the grass, failing to find a way past the lap traffic, the two of them, and that's what's opened up the gap between Oakley Riggs in third place and Garrett and Lloyd in fourth and fifth now respectively. Time is coming down on the overhead gantry to 1 minute and 10 or so, but the leader's already through, so we're still going to get round for a few more laps here. I think we can get 3 laps in Mighty Bambino. The gap at the lead is now between the leading duo and third place Oakley Riggs is 4.7 seconds, and Riggs having to go all the way around the outside of Etienne Gardner, and then I think it's a 24 of Arthur Bath, sorry, he's trying to find the way through, and that's allowed Ethan Lloyd past Alfie Garrett. So Garrett, who was fortuitous on the previous lap with lap traffic, now finds Ethan Lloyd coming through at a very similar place on the track as to what happened on the previous lap. Now, these drivers finding their way through that lap traffic could play into the hands of the two in front. Ansel Murray does indeed need to start pulling out that gap, because there's a penalty incoming for our reigning champion. To the last bend, the leader's already through an overstart finish. Ralph Martin leading from Ansel Murray, still only a tenth of a second between the two of them, as Ethan Lloyd and the 42 of Alfie Garrett. And Garrett sweeps through on the left-hand bend over start finish, but then will go wide once again. Did the hard work and then just invites Ethan Lloyd back in to fourth place. Run up towards the hairpin. 2 to go in Mighty Bambino. Ethan Lloyd parking the kart nicely with a kart width, but then that's going to force him wide, and Garrett is once again through. These two chopping and changing lap on lap, even corner by corner at times between the two of them, making their way through. Still the battle behind, with Williams all the way down to Junior Wright, and now Jude Taylor getting involved in that one as well, only a second off the back in P12. There's been a great battle throughout this race, but we've stayed with this one and focused on what has been an intense battle between Alfie Garrett and Ethan Lloyd. And once again, Lloyd trying to draw alongside. Garrett's going to take that wider line that he has done. And he's so wide this time that he's out.